What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about distribution. So we just got our first Pokemon allocation notification this morning, and we will going to talk about it. I was going to make a different video today about how collecting Pokemon cards has not been fun, but we did get that email, so we're going to discuss the gatekeeping in this hobby, the distribution process, what I've been doing, and if you're a new store or you're looking to get into this, this is going to be helpful for you because I've been in the hobby for 9 years as a collector, 4 years as a business, and now 6 months as an online store. We have 800 YouTube followers, 500 on Instagram, and about 100 signups on our website, which we've been promoting very slowly. So first of all, we got our first allocation this morning. And when I got my distributor onboarded, I spent a lot of money on top loaders, supplies for TCG player, penny sleeves that I needed, things like that. That was great, as well as card boxes for bulk sorting. Okay, I was told that there was no availability for new accounts to get Pokemon. We'll get into that in a second, okay? So when they onboarded me, when I went out to all these people, I had a very professional email written. And the thing with me is I just don't take no for an answer, guys. When people tell you you're not going to get a distributor, you'll never get distribution. When you try to reach out to stores, people, online stores, and they tell you there's no way you'll get a distributor when you just started, don't let them gatekeep you because I got one. And we'll talk about it in a second. I'm not trying to be rude about it, but you have to know for yourself. Like, so if they're going to tell you you're not getting distribution, send them an email, see if they answer. Maybe call them up. I spoke to a number of people and I made some videos on it, and everybody was so respectful. They were like, hey, we're in a boom right now. There's ebbs and flows. Make some content, reach out to us, show us sales. Everybody was respectful. It's not like nobody was hanging up on me or not helping me out, right? Everybody was respectful because every person is a relationship and they may need you down the road, okay? So every person I spoke to, whether it was a store, certain stores around the neighborhood, certain online stores who had distribution, certain vendors, they told me straight to my face, 9 out of 10 people, you'd never get a distributor. I got a distributor within like 8 weeks, okay? Now, certain people are onboarding new accounts, certain ones aren't, and I was told right off the bat that I would not get Pokemon cards. However, what did I just tell you? Don't take no for an answer. So I have access to order them. I called up my distributors and I said, hey, you told me I wouldn't have access to Pokemon cards, but I see them on the website. He was like, yeah, well, we can't block them because you have access to them. You're an online store. You have access to Pokemon, Weiss Schwarz, Godzilla. I said, okay, I'm going to put in for them. They're like, yeah, you won't get any. Don't worry about it. And that's what I started doing. So I put in for 10 grand of Ascended Heroes, 20 grand of Perfect Order, and a bunch of other products. And over the last 5 months, I've been spending money on binders and playmats and things like that. And lo and behold, this morning, March 17th, what day is it? March 17th, March 16th, I don't know. March, middle of March. It's the middle of March, on a Monday. We have allocation coming from our distributor. And it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what people say, doesn't matter what people do, actions, consistency, you'll be rewarded. Now, the allocation is bullshit. It's very, very small allocation. It is the partner illustration 1 set coming out in 1, and it's not a case, it's not even a pallet, it's a few boxes. But it just goes back to the point that I was told I wouldn't get distribution by people who are in the hobby, who are supposed to be knowledgeable, and they didn't help. There were a lot of helpful people. I'm very thankful for those people. The vendors in New Jersey, the LGS stores who have onboarded me with my reseller's license, which are feeding me Magic product, as you can see here. I have cases and cases of Magic coming in from tons of LGSs around the Tri-State area. I think I have 5 now that I have my reseller's license onboarded, because I may not be great at content, but I know how to work and I know how to help and I know how to work with people and I know how to move product. Now we have a small allocation from a distributor, which gives me an opening to say, hey, I see this allocation coming in. What do I need to do to get more? And again, I'm preparing for the long term, for a downturn. But this is just a video that just shows you that nobody really knows anything. And to the people out there who started a long time ago, you deserve the cards. You deserve the cards. But this hobby has grown so much, and everybody feels like they can live their dream and turn their passion of collecting into a business. And it's not the truth. It is not the truth. Now, this is not gatekeeping for me. This is just numbers and data. The numbers and data say that every store that starts, probably 5 to 15% will be able to be a successful entrepreneur. Somewhere between 50% will have a steady lifestyle, and 20 to 30% will fail between the first year. That's true. 20 to 30% of businesses fail in the first year. And if we get a downturn in this market, you will see people fail. You will see tons of businesses fail and disappear. You'll see the quick money flippers go away, and we'll see what happens from there. We'll see what happens as far as the investor people go, because they'll just come on and say, this is your opportunity to buy, because that's how it works, right? You buy low, and I do agree with that. But there's no accountability on YouTube for when people are wrong. Make sure you're listening to the right people. And I just think it's funny how the world works, whether it be corporate America, cardboard, businesses. Don't let people tell you can't do something. This is your time to. There's never a right time to do something. And I'm very thankful that I get the opportunity to try and do this. And I'm also thankful that I know how to manage my risk and know what I want to accomplish. I don't need to be here telling you how much sales I've done. I don't need to be here telling you all the things that I'm doing, because if the product doesn't move, I have the ability to just put it away. A lot of people don't. A lot of people need to move that product to get the next thing. A lot of people can't get the next thing or pay for it unless they try to move product. They have to pay off their credit cards. I don't need to do any of that. I can just sit and wait, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to continue to be patient and continue to move product. And I'm going to try to find a better way to make content, because I am not great at it. And I know that that is my limitation as an older person who never watched YouTube, never cared for it, and don't think there's much to learn from that many people on it, because I know that Google pays you guys to make content, or pays people to make content. I also know that the consumers are paying to be ad free. I know that people can't do anything without Google in this world. They own 90% of the search engine, and it has been my largest holding and my largest investment on the stock side, and I will never sell it, because why would I? Nobody can function without Google. And I know they say ChatGPT is the new Google, but Google will find a way to integrate AI into it, or they'll just buy the companies that threaten them. And we'll see where we go from there. But don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. I was told straight from the distributor that I would not get Pokemon cards. And yeah, it might be a small allocation, but I got them. So it just goes to show you that if you can prove that you can do it, if you can prove that you can move product, if you can be kind and respectful to people, if you could teach people something, if you can build relationships, it will work out. Things will work out for you. Don't take no for an answer, and just keep going. Because one thing in life is perfectly true. If you keep going, there's a chance that you will make it. But if you quit, there certainly will not be a chance you will make it. That is certain in life. That is 100% true. Don't let people gatekeep you. Just keep going, guys. Enjoy your life. This is your time. This is your shot. If you want to do it, do it. Do it to the best of your ability. And Godspeed. ShopAPKcollectibles.com. We're going to be vending the next 2 weekends, and I hope to be able to buy some product to put on the website. And again, sign up for drops on the website, because with such small allocations coming, if I do get something, it is going to go out to my subscribers first, and we will go from there. I truly appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next video.